Hello and welcome to Jeannie's World. I have free time. Miles is off doing something, and Mr. Feather doesn't like driving in the rain, so my lunch date is off with him. Excuse me. So I have time to do something I've been wanting to do for a while. Dreams are visions. And I had two dreams a little over a month ago that were bothering me. And I looked for answers, but the answers just weren't coming. So I asked my daughter, "What do you think these dreams mean?" And she says, "You got bugs." So she took me to the feed store and she bought me this to kill the parasites in my belly. So you only take, not that much, about that much. Tastes really bad, but I don't think I have bugs. But what the hell? Uh, Life is good. Eat horse paste. But you can get parasites. You can get tapeworms and stuff like that. So as a precaution, why not? But as I kept watching things progress in my life, I started figuring it out. The insurance sends me a letter, said they changed my insulin to something else and my Novolog to something else. So I go to the doctor and I tell the doctor I need this. And usually I just go in, I tell the nurses everything's good. But this time they were very cold. And I've always felt welcome in the doctor's office because if I go to the doctor's office, even if I don't want to see the doctor, she calls me back. But that didn't happen this time. Nor did they call in the medicines I needed. And I asked 3 times. Called the insurance company. Whoever was on duty wasn't that good. And then I called the pharmacy at my insurance company, and he was a jerk. And then I went to the pharmacy, which I love my pharmacy, and I said, "Listen, I need these medicines." So they call them in. And this goes on for about 3 or 4 weeks. Today, I have no medicine. Now, what happened was I got this letter in the mail from my doctor's office and says, "We're filing bankruptcy." And I really, need my medicine because I take insulin. So I called the insurance today and I said, "I want to file a complaint against my doctor. They won't give me my medicines. I cannot get a doctor's appointment." And he said, "Oh, they've shut down." So he got me a new doctor today. So that is taken care of. And then another incident, there were a lot of incidences, okay? Another incident was went to Bible study. I love Saturdays, not the Bible study. I love being with my daughter. And all of a sudden, my sugar just dropped. It seemed like there was no apparent reason for my blood sugar taking a plunge, and it was like 40. And we went to IHOP to get something to eat. And I think I had talked about it in an earlier video. Oh, the service was the pits. We waited 30 minutes, and they did give me a little bowl of pineapple with the core. I have false teeth. I couldn't eat it. And when we did get service and we did get the food, it was horrible. And we went to another restaurant with good service and bad food. And anyway, I am having a lot of depression. And it's probably because I can't run away from home. I have nowhere to go for the first time in my life. I was talking to Earl. I says, I remember, I don't know why I'm choking. I remember the time where I could just get in my car and just go to Utah and see you. Didn't have to make appointment. I just popped in. And the same when you lived in Texas, I could do the same thing. Whether I was living in Oklahoma or if I was living in Florida. I remember one day I was just sitting in Michael's backyard and I got up and I went to Utah. And he goes, "Oh, you can come see me anytime you want. You are always welcome." And I thought, I know that. But can I get through the front door? There's the issue there. And he went, "No, you can't." And Earl stuck to his room. That's a sad thing too. And that weighs heavy on my mind because I think he's in the dying process. And then last week is when I got upset and I walked out of Bible study. I never liked this apostle, but I feel so free from being away from him because you just don't be around fake people, especially when they're trying to teach you their gospel. You know, I can't say I'm big on the Bible, but I am big on my God. I am big on my Jesus. And maybe I can't say scripture and know where to find something. I got Google. I can find it. But the question that I had that day was from Elijah 2:9. And it was talking about do not forgive. I don't understand because all our lives we were taught to forgive. And it says do not forgive. So I need to study that and find out why because I never heard of such a thing. My neighbor brought it up about do not forgive. And trying to think, there were other there were other couple of things that were dismayed to me, and especially one last night was not even good at all. And I'm not really ready to talk about that one at this time. I gotta cool it down or work it out and then tell my tale. But the first dream I had was I don't know what led up to my dream, but what the part that I remembered was I reached up to my hair and I pulled one strand of hair out and I held it like this, and there was a louse right in the middle. That's strange. Never had a dream so simple before. So, let me see where I found my notes. I looked up the louse at the beginning of the time, but I couldn't find it, like I had said before. And I hate it when I write notes and I can't do it. Okay, lice is this subconscious to trying to tell you to let go of some pesky people or ideals in your life. Let them go. Get them out of your life. It's a form of irritation. An annoyance in your life. You don't need this annoyance in your life. So, what is this strand of hair? I wrote that down over here on another paper. A strand of hair symbolizes anything from a career failure to facing dangers or overcoming issues of the past. Yesterday, an issue of the past came up. But I don't feel I'm in any danger, and I definitely don't have any career failures, but I am overwhelmed uh, with the lack of anywhere to go. So that right there tells you a lot of things. Now, the second dream was a few days or a week later or something like that. I dreamed I had this big old tick in my belly button. Well, the belly button is the center of our lives. And in the King James Version, the belly button, that's what it symbolizes, but it translates as they call it the heart. So your belly button is the heart of your body. This is your heart, but this is the main, this is your birth. This is where you came from your mother, the heart of life. Anyway, so the tick symbolizes a person's strength and their vitality and provides protection and intuition and shields against negative energies or influences. It also heightens your awareness, your intuition. The lice, okay, I'm reading the wrong one. The belly button, I already told you what that meant. So now went and got myself confused. But overall, I understand my dream now, and I understand how everything is falling into place. I got a pesky person coming into my life last night. Well, she's always been there. So I think she started, let's see, December. She started she was pesky in the end part of January or the early February. And that was when everything was taking place. So my hair and the louse is I have a path that I need to take, and I have to let go of pesky people in my life. And I have to get this overwhelming stress off of me. My life is very simple. Little things bother me. Uh, Earl bothers me. I love him so much, and I love Tommy so much. And things are not the same anymore. My two older sisters are gone. Tommy's the only one I have left. My children are married and off to anywhere knows wherever they go. I don't know where they are. But I'm basically on my own. And it's a sad thing, but it's a change of life. And it's something I have to adjust to. What happened to my horse paste? Taking my horse paste, is that going to get rid of the louse and the tick? I don't think so. I mean, it tastes bad. But I had another girlfriend tell me to take it because she says I have bugs and that's why I have diabetes. Okay, Lori, finally, at last, I'm taking it. Not as often as I should. But anyway, that, if it does, I don't think it makes any sense. Look over my notes a little bit more and see if I forgot anything. I always get nervous when I get doing these things. Yes. I'm on a new path. My life is taking a turn. Where it's going, I don't know. I just need to pay attention to the things that are in my way, are coming my way. Get rid of the things that irritate me and the pesky people that bother me, and just smile and bless all those who come into my life and give me joy, and I give it back to you. God bless you. Yeah.